Who would have thought that having face tattoos would prevent you from getting a job? Breaking news, everyone. People will judge you based off your tattoos. Is it right? Is it wrong? It doesn't matter. It's what is. And especially these corporate jobs, they definitely don't like people covered in tattoos. These individuals never considered this. It looks like it's too late now.
So my interview for Starbucks was at 2 o'clock. It is now 2:03, and I'm back in the car. Starbucks has a corporate policy where you can't have face tattoos.
You ever thought maybe the job that y'all think I would want and I can't get, maybe I don't want that job. Any job that does not accept my tattoo, listen, it just wasn't meant for me.
Do you show your tattoos during a job interview, or is that considered taboo or unprofessional?
Have you been on any job interviews and they accepted you? Yes, I've been on job interviews.
So I've noticed not a lot of people really vouch for face tattoos. So I wanted to take the time out of my day to say face tattoos are not job stoppers.
Starbucks said absolutely not.
So my interview for Starbucks was at 2 o'clock. It is now 2:03, and I'm back in the car. Starbucks has a corporate policy where you can't have face tattoos. Not even if I wore makeup. I asked them about that. I feel a little defeated, I gotta be honest with you. It's been 5 months since I worked, and I've been going on interviews, and I have been applying to everything, and I was hopeful about this one because I thought Starbucks was like a cool company that really didn't mind about things like that. But it is what it is. So this just happened. I'm still feeling the kick in the from what just happened. But, I'm going to get employed at the job that is right for me when the time is right. And, call it God, call it the universe, call it what you want. I believe that there's a loving, caring presence that guides me throughout my life. So even though on paper it appears like I needed to start working yesterday, a long time ago, God, the universe has other plans. So I just need to keep my eyes and ears open and keep doing the same thing I've been doing, and the right employment will come. I have to believe that. Because what's the alternative? Give up? I'm not going to give up. But damn. I was in that interview less than 3 minutes. But I did get a cup of free coffee, so hey, there's a silver lining. Talk to you soon. Deuces.
Does this man really have characters from the Mario video game on his face? Honestly, can you even blame Starbucks? When you work for a company, you're representing your employer. So most corporations don't want this kind of person associated with their brand. It's time to rethink some of these life decisions. Forget the corporations. I think this man has a better shot at landing a job in the trades. Do you show your tattoos during a job interview?
Do you show your tattoos during a job interview, or is that considered taboo or unprofessional? I worked for a company for 4 years, and when I was interviewing 4 years ago, I had no tattoos. So now that it's 2025, we're back in the job market. I'm a little hesitant. I think it's because the moment I got my first tattoo, my mom was like, "What are you gonna do when you need a job?" I had a job then, Mom. I didn't think about it. So if you're watching this, Mom, you might have been right. Anyway, do you show them, yes or no? I am conflicted, and your opinion is valued here.
If you want to increase your probability of getting hired, it's best to hide them. I mean, unless you have a face tattoo like the other guy. Gotta look with that. This comment says, show your tattoos. If they don't like tattoos, it's not a place I'd want to work anyway. Can someone explain to this person that bills need to be paid? A lot of people don't have this luxury. They need the job. Most people are aware that it is best to hide your tattoos until you're hired. Once you have the job, you can risk showing them. And hopefully by then, they've actually gotten to know you and won't judge you based off your tattoos. But for people who actually want to climb the corporate ranks, just hide them and never show them and talk about them. This man actually planned ahead.
Let me share this from perspective of somebody who, I'm a male and I have tattoos, right? I have some tattoos on my back. I have some on my arms right here. and I have one on my side, whatever. But the thing that I want to share is that before I decided to get these tattoos, I was intentional to choose the tattoos to where they still would not be able to be seen if I wore a shirt that came just before like the just before like the funny bone and the crease in my
Right.
elbow. Right. So yeah, I still can go and interview for a job because with our generation, there's a point in time to where you get a tattoo anywhere down here, right? Anywhere down here on your forearm, you're not getting a job.
If you want to stay employable and have tattoos, this is the best way to go. Getting a job having face tattoos isn't hard.
That's what some of y'all be like, oh, you're never gonna get a job. You're never gonna get a job. You ever thought maybe the job that y'all think I would want and I can't get, maybe I don't want that job. Any job that does not accept my tattoo, listen, it just wasn't meant for me. I don't like forcing situations. That's one thing about me. Today I went to go sign the paperwork for my second job, and guess what? I just got a interview for Friday for another job. I gotta figure out what job I would like, because it sounds like he's really interested in hiring me, not gonna lie. But yeah, y'all, congratulations to me. Back to being a 2-job girly officially, but still a 3 or 4 on the side, okay? Part-time. And it's crazy because I've been asking my job, can you give me more hours, or like, do you have more hours? Why would I get a job every single time? They want to give me more hours. So tomorrow I'll be working from 7 in the morning till midnight, y'all. It's too much money outside to be sitting waiting for a handout. Y'all want some money, go outside and get it.
Of course, getting a job with face tattoos isn't hard when you're selling cheeks. Most people aren't doing that, at least for now. Let me know in the comments what kind of job you think she just got hired for. Have you been on any job interviews and they accepted you?
Have you been on any job interviews and they accepted you? Yes, I've been on job interviews and no, they don't. They say instead of the piercings and tattoos as discrimination, they say I do not fit their dress code. So they get away with not hiring me because of my piercings and tattoos. Thank you. Appreciate it.
At this point, she should just become a mechanic or a plumber because most companies aren't willing to deal with whatever is going on here. Pick up a wrench or something. First day of work after my face tats.
Hey you guys, we back at it again with another video. Welcome to my first day of work after I got my tattoo. So this is me clocking already from slow. It was really a slow day. There wasn't so many custodies. So I was really just chilling the whole day. Here I am feeling myself. This is my 15. Then I woke up for my lunch because I just honestly got something from the store because I wasn't trying to do too much. I'm sure y'all would have gotten a second. Yeah, here it is. Here it is. I know it's school lunch, but whatever. Fuck it. Go fish because I don't know. That's my fave. And that's my coworker. She wasn't trying to be in my video because she had that tight. And this is me cleaning my tattoos at work. This is me putting the art before after I rewashed it with my antibacterial non-fragrance soap. I use a deal neighboring if anyone was just curious. But this is me doing that. I don't know why I just speed up because this honestly just took over the rest of the video. Look at me stuttering it. But yeah, and I'm gonna do my other side. That's that, and boom, back.
A Hello Kitty with an AK-47. This has to be a joke. This has to be rage bait. Ain't no way. It's like she's actively trying not to get hired.
Okay, let's get down to the nitty gritty. So the question is, do you cover up your tattoos when you're going in for a first time interview? I was very much like, if they don't want to hire me because I have tattoos, that job's not for me. Which I still am on that train, but I've also come to a point in my adulthood where it's kind of like, I'm not gonna get hired somewhere I really want to work at because of my appearance. I was also like, even so far at my own being like, I don't wear bras, so I'm not gonna wear a bra to my interview. And it's like, okay, but does it look more professional when my boobs are not poking through my shirt? Yes. Will I maybe not wear a bra once I get hired? Probably. But does it help to look more put together during an interview? Yes. I really just want to get people's feedback and how they feel about this topic of covering your tattoos specifically, and if anybody else has had any experiences where they felt like they weren't hired because of their appearance. And maybe it's just because this is literally like my dream job that I'm just like, okay, let me wear a long sleeve in fucking Arizona when it's still over 100 degrees out. I don't know. I'm just so heavily tattooed, I feel like. Anyways, let me know, please, 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 please. I'm really interested in what people have to say.
Why are these even questions? Is she not trying to get a job? It surprises me that people enter adulthood without understanding the importance of putting your best foot forward in a job interview. You only get one shot at first impressions. At this age, you should know the answer to this question.
Here's my question for today. I have a job interview. Do I hide my tattoos, which I did, or do I let them show during my interview? Do you find them a distraction, or do you find them offensive? Most people have tattoos these days. About 25% of the population don't have a tattoo. What are your thoughts?
25% is crazy. I thought it was more. At least she's trying.
Nobody's gonna know. Nobody's gonna know. They're gonna know. How would they know? How would they know? How would they know? I can't. Oh my god.
She did everything right except one thing. She posted this on social media. Now if the employer comes across this, they'll know that she has tattoos. But by then, hopefully it doesn't matter. Trying to hide my tattoo for a job interview. Am I the only one that thought she was placing cheese slices on her arm at first? It looks like she didn't even try to blend it. When you have a job interview but assume they won't hire you because of your face tats.
Nobody's gonna know. Nobody's gonna know. They're gonna know. How would they know?
Imagine having to do this every time you go to work. Some people really choose to struggle when you're on a phone interview and they ask if you have any visible tattoos.
You ever apply for a job and they call you to do an interview over the phone? They ask you all these questions, right? And at the end, they ask you if you have any visible tattoos on your neck, face, and all that. I'm like, nope. Little do they know I'm fucking all tatted, man. I'm still gonna get some more too. I'm gonna have to go to Target and get some concealer just to get a second job. They ain't gonna fuck my bag up. They gonna feel stupid when I go to the job site on my first day, and voila, I'm all tatted up. You feel me? Man, these jobs need to give over tattoos. I don't know why they discriminate us. People that have tattoos. When motherfuckers out here cracked out all of their mind off that yay and kri. You feel me? But they want to discriminate motherfuckers with tattoos. It's like, man, ain't nothing wrong with artwork. It's artwork, man. I don't see nothing wrong with it. So, man, everybody tatted up nowadays, you feel me? You seeing little 14, 15-year-olds tatted, grandmas tatted, you feel me? All type of people tatted, even the white folks tatted. And they won't trip with tattoos at a job, man.
What in the yay and kri is going on here? This is what I don't understand. He knows that he needs to cover up his tattoos and yet is planning on getting more. Why would you decide to make your life harder? It just doesn't make any sense. Forget the artwork. That artwork doesn't pay any bills. Face tattoos are not job stoppers.
So I've noticed not a lot of people really vouch for face tattoos. So I wanted to take the time out of my day to say face tattoos are not job stoppers. And this is coming from somebody who's had face tattoos since I was 20 years old, before my frontal lobe was developed, babe. The truth is, it's not the 1930s, 1950s no more. We're in 2026. And prior to being a tattoo artist, which only happened for me last year, at the end of last year, I've worked regular jobs my whole life. Any job you could think of, I've done it. Construction, labor, cubicles, restaurants. I even got hired at TSA. That's a government job. And I'm not talking about, I've worked management positions, supervisor positions. What I'm trying to say is not about the tattoos. It's about energy and how you present yourself. So don't let the fear of others alter your life choices and alter the way you choose to identify yourself and your aura. If you want a tattoo, just get it.
If you want to be a tattoo artist, then listen to this advice. Otherwise, protect your job prospects. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a like and subscribe for more content like this. Click on this video to see barbershops who got too greedy. Now they're out of business.